Hello, welcome or welcome back to the Oracle Light Tarot. I'm so glad you're here, and it's not a coincidence that you're here, that you found this reading. Nothing ever is a coincidence. There's something about some kind of like empty space coming through right now as I speak, like a zero or a hole or a circle. Something like that. Oh, spirit form. Also, I have these out because right before I sat down, I was thinking to myself, wow, I really don't know where this reading is going today. And immediately I noticed on the top of my box, I noticed spirit form. It could be from yesterday, putting the words away back into the box from yesterday's reading. But it was laying on top, and it got me thinking about our spirit form. It's coming through to me, and I did pull a few cards for myself. Sometimes I do that before a reading, but I did pull 3 cards for myself to kind of understand what is happening. Now I'm noticing the Knight of Pentacles, the pentacle in his hand being that circle. It's just feels like it's representing to me like creation energy, and there's improvement taking place. Okay, it's very slow, but there's something in needing it to be slow because it needs to be practical, reliable, because it feels like there's whatever is happening needs to be handled with care, right? Like as if this was like very fragile and it needed to be handled with care. So something like that coming through. The heart space also coming through. The Queen of Swords here is representing to me, like for some reason it's coming through as that spirit form, because I'm noticing the bird, and the bird is small in this picture and it's in the background, very high above the clouds. It looks to be above her head, and I'm hearing that song, so high above me, she's so high, like Joan of Arc or Aphrodite, something like that. I don't know if I'm singing the song right, but those are the words that are coming through with that. So there's some kind of like spirit form, some kind of like communication that's happening with spirit. Okay, you could be, it feels like you with the sword here, it's like cutting through like the unseen, because you know sword is like air sign, right? So it feels like it's cutting through the unseen. There is like this foundation of transformation energy here also. Something that's very steady, that's very solid, that's very there's an innocence coming through here. Angel like presence or energy coming through. It almost feels like the spirit form is like, so it's funny how it came through and then it left. How it's so clear, the spirit form, right? Where a lot of the spirit form is unseen by many, right? And it feels like there has to be, with this divine type of spirit form, okay, this is just the way it's coming through. I don't know why I'm describing it like this, but like this divine type of spirit form coming through so clearly that it's like cutting through air, like, right? Ease, nothing in this way, like it just feels like no boundaries. Okay, because it's coming like it says clear boundaries here. right, with the Queen of Swords. So like, it feels like somebody making clear it feels like this presence of like spirit form within every person here. And the ones that know, they know. It feels like belonging to like a group or a friend group or something. It feels like this energy of friendship, okay, between you and spirit, right? Which you are taking on spirit form, your spirit form. But it's like a friendship. Okay, so I feel like somebody's working with that. Okay, and whatever this is overcoming, right? We have the Devil in reverse, so it's you gaining control, okay, of your power. It's reclaiming your sovereign energy. It's also freedom, okay? It's freedom. And the spirit form is like, it's no one has access to this spirit form except through you. Except through you. Except through you. Like, I feel like I need to keep saying that over and over. Except through you. No one has access to the spirit form except for through you. So you're in control of your spirit form. I'm seeing over here in my charms a bird. This bird is caged. So you could be feeling like this caged bird in some way, or witnessing this energy in some way, feeling this caged bird energy. And I'm getting that Maya Angelou, I know why the caged bird sings. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Let me make sure so I can do this some justice here. Okay, so I was reading through the Maya Angelou poem. The part that's sticking out to me, because the caged bird sings with a fearful trill. So it feels like there's a situation. I'm seeing also right here, I'm seeing a turtle. I'm seeing there's something about football here, standing through, standing out, and there's a turtle here. The turtles always represent like protection, going within, right? Some kind of like protection. The football, there's something about rock and roll, something about music, singing, rock and roll. Okay, love definitely coming through as I'm turning this charms here. A skull and crossbones also coming through, standing out. The butterfly standing out. There's something about pets or dogs too. Loyalty, something about that standing out. Loyalty. And there's definitely, I'm seeing this airplane. I wasn't going to mention it, but there's right here in this charm, I wasn't going to mention the airplane, but there's an actual airplane, if you can hear it in the background, happening right now as we speak. It feels like a very loud airplane, because I get different airplanes that kind of come through overhead sometimes. It doesn't sound like a small airplane. It sounds like a big airplane. Okay, I don't know why that's standing out right now, because there could be something. You could even be hearing an airplane today. Flying. It could have something to do with this bird here in the cage and flying. Okay. This X is standing out to me. There's an X here, and then there's like this, I'm in my basement, and there's like this chalked white marked X on one of the beams here. Okay, so it's like my house is very old. I don't know why I'm saying this, but there's something about an X or being X'd, crossed out. The skull and crossbones. Okay, that's what it is. Because I was seeing in this reading, there's a skull and crossbones right here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you guys see it? I don't want to move everything around and then lose it here, but there's something about that when I just said that. I don't want to move everything around and then lose it. So there's something about skull and crossbones, okay? And something about what I just said. There was another skull and crossbones here. When I was looking, I saw the football. There's a skull. There's a skull, another skull and crossbones here, if you can see. Okay. It's kind of backwards. And then there is another skull here. Okay, so there's something about the X, like being X'd. Okay, I don't know why that's standing out. Okay, we're just going to read this. I'm seeing a family tree here also in my, like, I don't want you guys to think I'm making this up or anything, but there's this tree, okay, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? But right in there, I'll just pick it up for you. There's this tree right here, like a family tree, something like that, sticking out, okay? To me, I don't know why, but it is. So we have this, it's not that X. It's almost like somebody going off of a list and crossing off a list, you know, not a checking off their list. It's like a crossing off their list. Okay, so there's something about lists coming through here. Whoa. Is it weird that I can't find it? There's something about that too. The skull and crossbones, not being able to find something. Okay, so Gebo. G-E-B-O. Gift. Gifts both in sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance. All matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. Gebo cannot be reversed, but may lie in opposition. Greed, loneliness, dependence, over-sacrifice, obligation, toll, privation, and bribery. Okay. Something about exchanges of energy. Okay. This song right now that's coming through my head is like, do you believe in magic? Like, do you really believe in magic? Do you believe in magic, guys? I do. I don't believe in magic as an airy-fairy type of way. I believe it to be a true, real thing. There's something about the third eye here coming through with this Queen of Swords here. And cutting through like the air. It's like the unseen. So it's like the spirit form, which is like and then I think, does a circle represent spirit form? I feel like I'm not too familiar with symbols, but where is this spirit animal? So I think I'm going to use this. There's something about dogs also coming through. Look here. The black egg. Oh, look at that. I gotta look up what this means. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to stop for a second and look something up about the circle. It does represent spirit, and it does represent that in the animal spirit deck, right? The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, if you're wondering which one I'm looking at. Yeah, so there's definitely energy of spirit form coming through, okay? So the spirit is, right, it's the soul. It's like spirit form, your soul form, okay? It also feels like wholeness. Okay, we have the black egg here, which is standing out to me as like the throat chakra also. It's representing like speaking your truth, your authentic truth, your inner truth, okay? It just feels like giving a light in dark times. It almost feels like, I don't know why I'm saying it. I just feel like, yeah, like it feels like that's what it's doing. The dragon here, and I know I just opened these up. I don't even think I really shuffled. I was about to shuffle, but they just opened up and the cards are already speaking to me. And it feels like this is just, whatever this energy is, just so important right now, to you, whatever you're feeling, okay? The dragon, it just feels like inner strength, wisdom, okay? It represents transformation, balance of like opposites, you know, it's like chaos and order here coming through, okay? We also have the bee, okay? And the bee is like giving like, look at this one, the lion coming through. Pride, something about the pride here coming through, but the bee is giving like self-belief, manifestation, and abundance here. He's so cute and fuzzy. There's something about this cuteness, this fuzziness. There's almost like this sweet like quality. Have you ever seen pictures of bees? I don't know why that's coming through right now, but it is. It's like there's something about seeing something, okay? I don't know what that energy is really exactly, but it's like seeing something the way you see something, okay? How we see others. Why, I don't know why the word vilifying is coming through, or villaining or vilifying, I don't know, that's coming through. We have the crow also coming through. It's coming through as like that magic that I was talking about, the magical intelligence that we have like within ourselves, okay? It's this invisible bridge, okay, that bridges us between, you know, like the spirit world and the physical world, it feels like. And the crow is also coming off to me right now as like a warning cause. Now when I say, I told you I'm a word person, so when I say that word, like caw, like as in C-A-W, like caw, like caw, like a crow cawing, right? But then when I said that, the crow caws, like there's something also standing out with a crow also coming through, and it's bringing me back to that, like that Maya Angelou poem, and then being trapped, okay, kept in a cage. Someone built that cage, okay, and caught the bird, placed that bird in the cage, okay? There's something about that coming through. And the crow cawing when they said cause. Like there could be something about like as a cause, like cause and effect, or like a cause, like for a cause, you're doing something for a cause, something like that coming through with the words, okay? But it feels like it's representing this magical bridge, and then I'm getting that circle energy right here, and it's very colorful. So something about the spirit being very colorful and such a bright light. So bright. It almost feels like an opposite of what like a black hole would look like, with, you know, the black hole, and then like, you know, would see it would be black in the center, but this is very colorful. There's lots of colors here. It's like green with the heart chakra energy coming through. There's a lot of pink, also reminding me of the heart chakra. Also orange coming through. But it's like it's so bright. And it's so bright that this bird, this crow, which would be like the spirit form, okay? Spirit form being spirit, right? Being soul, like where you can't see. But it's like it became seen. It became so... It became... There's the golden egg here, right? Was I talking about the golden egg? No, I was talking about the black egg. Oh, and then there's that black here. But it became so... It's like solidified, okay? That this crow was actually able to land on it and take refuge, okay? So there's something about magic, because that song was coming through. Do you believe in magic? Do you really believe in it? Do you believe that your soul, that your spirit, that you have magic to make a difference, to make a change? I do. I really do. I believe that. And there's something about that third eye energy coming through, using your magic. Maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe there's something that you're going through, or you're experiencing, or that you're witnessing, that you would like to do something and you're not quite sure where to start or what to do. Okay, I think that energy was coming through yesterday. But there's something about magic being solidified in a form where it actually, yeah, takes shape, takes place, okay? So this crow, right? This is able to land, rest, something like that. And he's no longer cawing. He's sitting there peacefully, right? So there's something about that coming through. The golden egg also standing out, the inner truth. It's also giving, like, in this nest here, or this refuge, this refuge. And then it's also giving, like, it looks like, not quite sure what this shape is, but it feels like it's just reminding me of like the pentacle. It's like this consistency and this patience and this will of yours to take on something, and solidify something through your magic, okay? Through this inner wisdom of yours, okay? So I really feel like you could be working with magic in some way to help, and your words, okay? There's something about that coming through. Also your words, yeah. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Do we want to take these off? I feel like I'm going to use the Wild Mystic here. Or no, actually, I think I'm going to pull some words from my word box here. So there are a lot of words in this box. I'm not going to do them on camera, but I think my camera feels a little lower than usual today. But I am going to pull some words for you guys. There's something about flexibility coming through. The words precious and beautiful. It's sticking out with the B. There's like this preciousness and this beauty. Something about that coming through. Oh, and then how that like preciousness and that beauty it speaks so loud. Look at all this energy around here. It speaks so loud. The way the bee is able to navigate and pollinate. Something also about community too coming through. And I don't know, I'm thinking like PSI or pressure. I don't know what that is exactly. What that stands for, PSI. Does that stand for? This is like, look at this one. It's just like right here. I'm trying to. Oh my gosh. It says transform. It's almost torn. It's like hanging on. By this. Nothing is coincidence, guys. Your world is always speaking to you. So transform. Hanging on by, it feels like hanging on by a thread here. So something's about to be transformed or separated. Hold on for one more day. I'm hearing that song. I know that there is pain, but you hold on for one more day. Break free from the chains. I know that there is pain. Sorry for my singing, guys. I'm just trying to get the gist of the song. I know that there is pain, but you hold on for one more day and break free. From the chains. Someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Tell them, baby, are you gonna let them hold you down and make you grand? Don't you know, things will change. Things will go your way. See, look, we got recovered. These ones fell onto the floor. But you hold on for one more day. Hold on. So it's a missing piece, okay? Is the missing piece is the spirit form. Yeah, sometimes we get lost. Is the word openness coming through? Sometimes we get lost sometimes in our like sadness and our anger and our frustration, and we feel like we need to take on of a more what is that feeling, like a more physical type energy, but I think Spirit's saying that's all well and good too, but there's also like a missing piece to this, okay? Spirit's saying then you can do it through spirit work, okay? Your spirit form, through your soul work, okay? Through your magic, right? That we all have in us. I'm gonna pull a couple more, and these will be the last. I'm seeing the word recovery also. I wish I pulled it out while I was, yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing the word baby, okay? We're hearing a lot of things about babies also. What is the message? What would be the most helpful to hear right now? What would be the most helpful? It feels like a lot, and there's one on the ground. Oh no, there's more on the ground. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. These are the ones on the ground. It says attraction. I feel like when I said attraction, something's like gaining traction, okay? You know. It's gaining traction. You feel very deeply. Yes, I do. I feel very deeply. I know you feel very deeply, because if I do, you do too. Okay? So it's not a test. It's a pattern. It's not a test. It's a pattern. So we're breaking some kind of like cycle here. Worried. Yes, somebody's very worried. There's a lot of that energy coming through. Steady. So there's, yeah. See, these are words we haven't picked up in a long time. I can't remember the last time I've picked up these words out of my box. So Spirit's saying to steady yourself, okay? Ground yourself. Yeah, we have happy. Okay. Symbols. There's the word symbols, and then the words, the word that's coming through like symbiotic, right? Symbiotic is also coming through with that. Okay, so it's like dealing with two different organisms living in close like symmetry to each other. I think that's how it explained it. The symbiotic, so it feels like working close proximity of each other. So it feels like symbiotic means like it's giving off like working together. So there's something like that. Literal. Let me read that again. Being mutually like beneficial, okay, between two different organisms living close, like physical, okay, like physically, okay. So there's the symbiotic energy. We have salt. Oh, we know what salt melts too. And it dispels bad energy, right? It's like protection. Okay. Surprise. We have sideways. So salt is like a cleansing energy here coming through. Surprise. Sideways. Yeah. So this surprise, like you could be coming to, this could be like a revelation to you about this spirit form type energy, you know, like maybe you're like, okay, well, you know, I didn't think about that. Maybe I should go within. So there's something about also this like purple energy coming through. We have this piece. Yeah, it's like surprise, like this missing piece here. Wonder what this went to. ICTING. I see creative. So like you're seeing like creative ways now. So it's creativity. You could be creating something. We already pulled recover. So it feels like new to you. It's like a surprise sideway to guide you through this. Okay, yeah, mail is coming through as like a message. So this could be a message for you today. You could have been looking for this message. I feel like this bird is like delivering this message to somebody. It almost feels like a message. It almost feels like telepathy also too, and I don't know why it's coming through that way, but like with this Queen of Swords. So it feels like a message, like an incoming message, like as if that bird was carrying a message and left it for this Queen of Swords here. So she's able to like cut through the bowl, you know, cut through the bowl and get straight to the point. The literals like coming through is like very literal, like to the point. And it's like, yeah, spirit form, like spirit taking form. The spirit is taking form. The spirit of you, or what's inside of you or inside of us, taking form. Okay, that is able to cross boundaries beyond this cage. Okay, we forgot about our power, our untouchable power that we were given. God gave us this power, and we're never truly ever trapped. So this is like a missing piece to overcoming some kind of bondage here. Okay, that's happening. It could be like control, okay, some sort of controlling power over you, or maybe you're just seeing this in general. Okay, so this is spirit form taking form. Okay, anything else? I'm getting the star. The star's been coming through a lot. And then this rune. I don't know what this rune is, but it's sticking out to me here. Right here, it was right next to the star. It seemed like the peacock too. Right here, manas, mankind, the self, the individual, or the human race. You or your attitude towards others and their attitudes towards you, friends and enemies, social order, intelligence, forethought, create, skill, ability, divine structure, intelligence, awareness. Expect to receive some sort of aid or cooperation now. That's amazing. Okay. If it's reversed, I don't think it was reversed. I feel like it was like more on its side. So I'm going to read the reverse, but it says depression, morality, blindness, self-delusion, cunning, slyness, manipulation, craftiness, calculation. Expect no help now. So it was like on its side. So it wasn't in reverse, but it wasn't upright. Okay. Or maybe it was. It was more upright. Trying to remember. Yeah, it was more upright. So I feel like things are turning. Okay. Yeah, and then when I said turning, I was seeing this word towards. So it is going towards, like, it feels like social order. Okay. And divine structure. I feel like the divine is, well, the divine's aware of everything, right? Okay. All right. It's not a test. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. So what are, and this is, when I said that it's not a test, it's a pattern. It's giving like this solidification here. This energy of something taking form. Okay, so the transformation. So it's like transforming. So whatever it is that you're working towards to take shape with the spirit form energy, it's taking a while because it is so important. Okay, it is so important, but I feel like it is going to take shape. Yeah, and the star is representing that because it's like the pentacle here. And stars always represent like protection to me. You know, like, yeah, like protection. Symbol here coming through. So there's something definitely about that. And there's something about feet, or what we wear on our feet. I don't know why. Why is that coming through? Like, I'm just noticing on the Knight of Pentacles, his spur. It's something about what we do. What do we do with our feet? We walk. I don't know. And he has like spurs on his feet. What are the spurs used for the horse? For movement. Okay, interesting. There's something about like slippers also coming through, and like this warm fuzziness, okay? So it's like giving like this energy of like this softness, this beauty, this, I want to say like the bee, depending on the way you look at it, like some people see bees and they're like afraid, right? Because it could represent like a community of people. So somebody look at the bee and they see they see love and cuteness, and you know, and they see the bee. Have you ever seen, like I was saying earlier, have you seen them? They're so fuzzy, they're so cute, and they sit on the flowers, and it looks like they're drunk from the pollen, right? They're just so cute. If you've ever, maybe go look at that. Maybe there's something that inspires something about you. But something about, yeah, the bee and the way you see it, and then, or like even community, like a community. So it'd be like a community of people. So you would see that that cuteness, or something about something very cute, and just the way you see it. But then some people see bees and they're like, bee, oh my god, it's a bee, you know, like so there's something like that coming through with, you know, like with the stinger. Some people are afraid of being stung. They're afraid of what a bee could do. And it's like, if you just leave the bee alone, the bee will go away. It can be a little annoying when they're buzzing around you, and scary. So there's something also coming through with that. So maybe that's, I don't know, something to do with that. But the spur, like, it's there's something about the softness, and then the spur of the knight's, on the knight's foot. I'm hearing like footmen, and there's something about being, it just seems like very mean, and something to poke like a horse, right? Something like that. And there's also something about the way somebody treats animals too, like something like that also coming through. Yeah, the way somebody treats an animal, I don't know why is that coming through? I feel like you can learn a lot about somebody with the way that they treat animals, something like that. And the way they see them, like it's like this knight would see this horse as like it's his war horse. I don't know, but it feels like he's slowed down, he's stopped. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. So I hope this was helpful in some way, for whatever is happening in your world and whatever it is that you're experiencing. But I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys like this reading. I hope that it was helpful, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.